Hey guys, welcome back to Trade with Jen. Today we're actually going to go over the second part of Cypher 3.0, which is the artificial intelligence software video that I made a couple weeks ago for beginners. Today we're going to go a little bit more in depth so that way I can go ahead and teach you guys how to master your psychological levels, your emotions, and just overall mindset on how to view the markets when it comes to the price action. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right into this. So this is Cypher 3.0. Now it's going to look like slightly different from my first video. My first video is actually edited more for beginners. And again, this is how you edit. You find your indicators right here. And I was able to turn on my plots. So if you look at the plots right here, as I'm clicking them on and off, you're going to see support and resistance lines go on and off as well. So all I did was just turn this on from the first video. The first video, I had all of these off. Now, what is the purpose of support and resistances right here? Key levels, right? When we've hit highs multiple times, or when we've hit lows, again, X amount of times. Different time frames are going to show different key levels when it comes to this. Now, if you guys recall from my first video, if you guys look at this, right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off support and resistances really quick so you guys can compare and contrast between these two videos. Okay, the first video only had this. It was completely beginner friendly, and all you had to do was follow three different type of rules. Whenever you guys are going into a buy trade, rule number one was, okay, wait for that buy green laser beam signal. Secondly, okay, it's going to be candles right above the moving average. And then third, your third confirmation, you guys have to look at this moving average. As you can see, this line that I'm hovering over is interchanging between red and green. So as long as that's green, it is a validated buy. When it comes into a sell trade, you want to be able to, one, wait for that red laser beam signal. Secondly, you want candles to come below the moving average. And third, the moving average has to be red. Take it up a notch, guys, a little bit more advanced. Now you're trading Cypher with support and resistances. I'm going to go ahead and turn these back on for you guys. Okay, so what are the exact confirmations when it comes to this? Okay, similar to the first video, again, the first three confirmations is an absolute must. Whenever you're going up, buy signal, candle above the moving average. Third, moving average has to be green, right? And then what happens when it comes to the resistances? We see resistances right up top. A couple ways that you guys can utilize support and resistance. When we're going up and following the first three confirmations into that buy trade, that resistance, especially let's hypothetically say that you're coming from this buy, right? So as we're entering into that buy trade, we obviously see some type of resistance kind of building up right here. How do we utilize and take full advantage of what we have here? First of all, you guys can use that resistance as a take profit. Let's say we got in around 43.55, right, on gold. Now that we got into that buy trade, we clearly see that there's a resistance right here around 40. Essentially, what we could do is get into that position at 55, and then put a take profit right here at 4,400. Okay, so that's one way you guys can utilize it. Secondly, how do we know when to keep holding on? Same thing. Once you take profit out of your 4,400 position right here, or perhaps you're just holding on and you're trying to see if it's going to break that resistance. What happens when it breaks that resistance? That's an extra confirmation that the market is still going to be pumping up. Okay, let me repeat that. In order for you to get into a buy trade and have extra confirmation that the market's still going higher than what it is right over here, is the moment it breaks that resistance. Resistance is broken, the market's going to keep getting higher. Okay, into a sell trade. Again, you want to wait for three confirmations. And I'm going to sound like a broken record player, but this is a must. You guys have to really instill this into your head when working with Cypher. One, sell entry, which is the red laser beam. Secondly, candles come right below the moving average. And third, that moving average has to be red. Now, how do we utilize the support zone? Okay. Support zone is right over here, guys. It's already green. Again, these are key levels in different time frames. Okay, let's say that. Okay, so right here we see that, okay, we got a red laser beam. Candlestick is not really below the moving average, but this one is, right? But notice how there was a small little support right over here. The moment this cracked it, instantly, we know the market's gonna eventually keep coming down. And what happens? So the market's still coming down. And then we see a really big support zone right here. So, okay, now we're asking, okay, how much further down are we going to take it? One, yes, you can target these key levels, right? Whether you're going up, targeting resistance, and vice versa. Whenever you're going down, you're targeting support. Okay, aside from knowing some price action, right? If you're going strictly based on Cypher only, that's a key level to target. Eventually, it ended up creating some support right here, did a little pullback to its downtrend. It ended up cracking right over here and came back down to this key level of support zone. As you can see, it started creating another one right over here. Okay. Now, as we come down, we tap out and take profits, right? And let's say the market starts reversing back again. What is it exactly that you're going to do? You're going to wait for confirmation. You're going to wait for that green laser beam candle above the moving average being green, and then extra confirmation is what? Breaking through these resistances. As it breaks resistances, it's going to keep going up. As it breaks supports, okay, on a smaller time frame, yes, we're still coming down until we see, and this is why I pivoted to the 4 hour. Once we go to a higher time frame and you see support and resistances like this that are huge, okay, it's going to take time to develop until it starts hitting those particular resistances and support zone again. Okay, remember on a 4 hour time frame, we're waiting for each candle to complete a 4 hour period. And yeah, that was it, guys. When it comes to Cypher, it's literally that easy. Do not forget, you guys could trade Forex on this. You guys could trade indices. You guys could trade crypto on this, gold, whatever it is. As long as it has price data, you guys would be able to utilize Cypher on it. Let me correct myself, sorry. Except for meme coins. Okay, meme coins are just full of pump and dumps. It's created by hype. There's really no price action on it. So stick to the things that are actually meant to stay into the market. All right, guys. That would be all for today's lesson. If you guys liked the video, you guys want to know a little bit more about artificial intelligence, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Thank you. Bye.